Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you all are doing well. On behalf of the Brain Logic Club and Alumni Association, I warmly welcome you all to this exclusive virtual meet with our esteemed alumnus, Sandeep Raghav Bhaiya and Pooja Didi. And big thank you to Sandeep Bhaiya for taking us time to guide us today. We would love to hear from you, Sandeep Bhaiya.
Okay. Okay. So, yeah, I saw the email and the points that you mentioned. What I'd like to add to those is one is the problem that, like in my company also, we have a policy where we have interns usually, but they don't open to career portal. They're mostly tied with multiple colleges. So, in Bhubaneswar, they have with KIT and few other colleges also. But what the policy that we have followed is, and we have seen the problems is, people don't come with a package. So every resume that we pick, it will have mix of everything. Like they will have a few UI technologies, they will have something from backend, something from database also. Now the new budgets with AI, so few will keep something in AI also. So now looking at the resume, we don't understand what exactly we can take this guy for. Like, I mean, when we had in a team, even for intern, we try that if the guy can fit into a specific role, right? Because other than what happens is, like last time also when we had a few guys, they had mentioned everything, but then they know just bits and pieces of everything. Nothing is very concrete. So what I'd say is, if people are trying for internship, no matter what they pick UI, they pick backend, DB, maybe automation for testing and all, or now the budget is around ML or AI. Just do it as like kind of package. Like prepare everything around so that when anyone who's looking at your resume can filter out based on that. Okay, this guy knows, like I'm from UI, so I can say if I see a resume and if I see the guy has HTML also, CSS also, JavaScript also, TypeScript or any framework, maybe React or Angular, then maybe I can be clear that okay, this guy knows everything from UI at least, so I can use him for AI UI. Similarly, if he is just mentioning few things in Java also, but then Spring Hibernate nothing is there, then I'll get confused that how he will handle the backend. He'll spend 3 months just to learn only, and now companies take work from intern. It's not like we just teach them. So that needs to be taken care. I mean, this is I'll say. Second is, so prepare in that way. Third and second is, focus should be on preparing a good CV and a cover letter, and whatever project you are showing. It's your it's a whatever project you are showing, it should be strong with your technology. Like suppose your skill set you are showing in DB, like you have SQL, Mongo, whatever, and then you are showing a project which is more of UI, then I will not be able to relate it, right? So if whatever you have, whatever you think is the technology that you want to follow, based on that your project should be. So that you will have to take care. And yeah, I'll understand. I understand that point that yeah, how to get a internship in MNC, but I still like you have the same says where you go for career portal or Internsala or few other now tools are there. But I'll still say that startup is a good place for interns because you get rigorous work and you learn a lot. So and the best way to get is I'll say, like suppose you are learning Python, so you learn things that will help you in ML. Just go to any portal which has job opportunities. Like example for startups, if you're going to Wellfound, which was earlier AngelList, go to that portal, filter out what all jobs are there for 2 to 3 or 4 years of experience with that kind of technology. Find out who's the recruiter. In startups, if the number of people less than 50 or 40, ideally the one who is hiring will be either a founder or a co-founder. They only directly handle the hiring in all the startups. Simply reach out to the guy over LinkedIn with a proper cover letter and your project and a proper CV. this will be a higher chance of selection will be there for interns. And yeah, last one more thing I'll tell now in colleges and even in corporate, there is a lot of buzz around AI. Like there's nothing, you go to any seminar, you go to any interview, anywhere. The buzz is more towards AI. Doesn't mean that everyone has to learn Python, everyone has to do to create a tool in AI or anything. It's more of a conjunction also. Suppose I am in UI, so for me, it will not help me much if I want to pursue my career more towards deeper UI only and to be an architect or something and want to learn Python. It will not help me. So for me, it will be better if I learn tools that will help me in UI. Like we have for design, we have UI UX, we have Figma, and there are other tools also. Like we have Adobe Firefly now we are using. So look for tools that will help you like use AI to enhance your core, your tech stack. Just don't jump every time to learn AI and everything from the scratch. So yeah, that's what I would like to say. If anyone has any question, you can ask.
Rather, what kind of skill set is required? If suppose some student want to join some summer course, what kind of course is preferred?
Okay, so sir, firstly I'll tell everyone, especially people who are in second and third year, the best part is to explore by your own all the domains. Like now we clearly know that there is a domain of UI, there is a domain of backend, there is a domain of database, there is a domain of automation and manual testing, there is a domain of ML and AI. So explore one by one, learn some. There are so many things over YouTube which are free. There are so many platforms on LinkedIn Learning, on Udemy. Take some small course of some 500-600 rupees, 1,000 rupees. Learn by yourself and see if you are interested in that or not. Just by running behind a technology or a set because it's fancy or you just heard that there are a lot of job in that domain, you will get stuck. So what I will say is better what tech stack you should choose and stack is required is completely depending upon where you want to go, what you are liking. So if you explore that way, if you just try to find out what you are liking, what will be suitable for you, then going towards that domain will be and learning those specific tools and technologies will be better. Like I can say for UI, like right now in UI, it would be great if you learn proper TypeScript, JavaScript, and a specific library, maybe React, maybe Angular, whatever you feel like, and then everything around that. You just maybe use chat gpt, maybe there are other platforms also which will give you a real world scenario. You can work on that, prepare your project based on whatever technology you want to go into, and then learn accordingly. Like because it's so vast and multiple areas there, just targeting a single area would be confusing, I guess. And just don't jump this tree to that. Find what you like, find what is good for you and what will be better for you. Because now if someone say that I want to learn AI ML and someone the same person is saying that I'm not good in maths, it's gonna be very difficult for him, right? So he will have to check that what is the reality and what is his capability, how he can go ahead in that. So that's how I'll suggest.
So as you said, if a student he or she wants to do internship, before that she should do certain courses which are available in online mode before going for any physical internship. Correct.
Yeah.
So that means the student should start from the second semester itself.
Okay, ma'am. Yeah, so I'm not saying start from second semester itself, but see, usually we get internship not before third year, right? It's difficult because as a recruiter also, for us also, we will take someone for internship in third year, second year or third year, and then we know that he will not join, right? He will have one more year, he will experience, he will have exposure, he will get multiple interviews, he will leave us. So everybody prefers either end of third year a little bit or mostly fourth year, right? So you have time in second and third year where you can explore all these areas, and then I'm saying to learn these courses from wherever, maybe from college, maybe if there is outside, so that you are strong in one domain. So that the moment HR or anyone takes your CV, he can see and he will understand, okay, this guy is mostly into this domain. So whether I have a opening or whether I have a requirement for this or not. Otherwise, just like how I came in the beginning, we were writing, we know Java also, we know C also, we know a little bit of HTML also. Nobody will understand where to fit in. So that's why I'm saying that.
Okay. Like now in their curriculum, we are having internship in the eighth semester for three
Okay, yeah,
months. Okay,
yeah,
3 months. So actually, we want that the student should be involved in the like live projects.
yeah,
So this
right.
is not possible in like any training institutes, correct?
Mhm.
So they need to go for any particular industries where they will be having this opportunity.
Yeah.
Okay, for that, what are the basic like? Can a student join your company having some basic knowledge for internship program?
Okay, so now, like most of the company have at least 2 rounds of tech interview even for internship. Like as far as I know, like in my company there are 2 rounds and then last is the HR round. I know a guy, like we had referred another guy to HCL, so I know there also. So what I'll say is, if you don't have that much strong base, it's so much of paper, like resumes are coming even for internship, that it will be difficult for you just with a basic knowledge. And basic knowledge should, like, okay, so I'll go example with example. Like if you're going with for a Java job, okay, you want to have a core as your Java, and then other Spring, Hibernate, whatever we use, Grails, we use that to support our the main core Java. So if you have basic knowledge of other things but you are strong in Java, that's a good sense, right? But if you are basic in Java itself, then it will be difficult for you to clear 2 rounds of interviews. Yeah.
Like,
No, thank you. Yeah.
One question.
Yeah.
Require that to work in software industry, students could know foreign language like
Ma'am, your voice is breaking a bit. It's not audible.
Ma'am is asking about this. Suppose some student want to join some foreign languages like German and this kind. This is
Okay.
required in company.
software industry.
Yeah. Okay, ma'am. So for that also, there's a lot of openings, right? It will of course not for mostly dev, but on product side there is a lot. Like right now, I work in a product-based organization. In my product sales team and all, there are a lot of engineers who are into who are expert in multiple languages, like maybe German, or because your customer is in all domains, right? All areas, right? And even in sales now, people want more engineers because it will be easier for them to explain the things, the technical terms. So yeah, it will be good. I mean, if they have a foreign language also, that's a good option, provided they want to go towards sales. For dev side, it will be limited. It will be mostly towards localization, is a domain where we localize all our strings and whatever code base we have. So now in even in European and everywhere, the guideline is it should be disabled friendly and it should be local language friendly. So we have localization team. So there we have opportunity for foreign language, but other than that, mostly in sales.
Another question is nowadays what is basic technological requirements to work in any software industry like CS, Cognizant.
It's echoing, so I can't hear. I'm sorry. I guess you're asking about the basic requirements.
Basic technological requirements
Basic technological requirements
to work
uh,
in the
to work
Cognizant
in the software industry.
software industry.
Okay, ma'am. To basic, I'd say is again two, three things. One is like a domain you'll have to choose, and you'll have to learn the technology based on that. And there is one more very basic but very important is your communication skill. Like a package decides how things will get sold. So if you if you're good in communication, you can sell yourself very easily. If you are not good in communication, it will be difficult. Even if you are good in like technically your sound, what happens is we have heard from long time, and it's true till now also, that most of the interviewers like decide whether to select or reject in first 5 minutes only. And first 5 minutes, what they notice is how you are behaving, how you are talking, and your communication skills and your soft skills basically. So yeah, I mean that I'll say, other than technical aspects of a domain and having a few languages, I'll say that yeah, the soft skill also matter a lot right now. Because even in if you're going for a service based company, there are high chances you'll be interacting with customers. If you are in startups, from day one you will have to interact with customers because the team is very small. Everyone has to do multiple roles, so yes.
Another question.
Yeah.
Software industry is what is requirement of SAP. Many students nowadays they are learning SAP.
SAP, right? Okay, so SAP related courses, yes. So there are a lot of companies which has those who use SAP related tools. They have SAP engineers. It all depends on what technology it is. SAP HANA, there are multiple SAP related tools for which we get trained. So, but yeah, it's company specific, team specific. If a specific product is using SAP related tools, yeah, they will hire SAP related those who are trained in SAP. But yeah, of course, if you are specific into tools like SAP and all, the radius goes a little small, because not all companies use these tools, right? So mostly those companies which use those tools, there only will have opportunity. And one more problem is, a tool related specific things hiring is very less for freshers. More you will see SAP and all. If you see any opening, it will at least have 2 years of experience in those specific technologies. So yeah, and tools related, this is the restriction.
And we,
Yeah,
what are the what domain area in which students have expertise
I'm
related to
sorry. Not-
I mean, audible, Sandeep.
Yeah, yeah, audible.
I want to know what are the domain areas where one student should have expertise to get to a campus drive. So finally, students, what are the challenging areas and what are the most required areas where one should be expertise?
I'm sorry. It's not clearly audible.
I think Sandeep ma'am is asking like which
Yeah,
all
that's right.
technologies they should learn for campus drive.
For campus drive, what technology should you should learn? For campus drive, I'll again say the same thing. Pick a area, have a stronghold in that same. Just don't keep so many technologies in your resume. It's super difficult sometimes to understand from where to ask and what to ask. So better keep pick a domain, prepare in that same, and write technologies and tools, whatever you learned related to that domain only. That will be like a little more clearer, and it will be easier for you also to cover and prepare for that, other than just covering everything.
Do they need to be expertise about any core subjects apart from his programming papers? Do they need to be expertise on any core papers, core subjects?
Expertise in any core you're saying?
Core subjects
Like automated theory, compiler design,
operating system, algorithm
Yeah.
management.
So that's what I'm saying, ma'am. There are many domains, right? So what you are picking, you can just prepare around that. You are going for OS and all. If you have DevOps, suppose you are going towards DevOps, all these things will matter. So prepare for DevOps then. It's like if you are more focused on that, and then you say that I know Java also and I know a bit of JavaScript also, it will not matter. So why to spend time on things where you are not very much comfortable and strong, and you are not very much confident? Better to prepare a specific area and then go ahead with that. Because especially when companies come to any in-campus hiring, that time they are not very much clear that they're not very much of mostly not clear that which domain they want to put in you. So better if you are prepared in a specific, for them it will be easier to understand that if you are if you have a good depth of knowledge, or if you are a suitable candidate or not. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Raghav.
Yeah, thank
Fantastic
you.
job.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Sandeep.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Pooja, you can start.
Yes, sir. Hello, everyone. So, this topic is actually all about summer internships. So, maybe I would like to start about the importance of that. So, uh, classroom learning which students are doing right now. So, it's like completely different from what we are working on the real time project, or like what we will be learning from a internship from any MNCs or any startup. As Sandeep said, like from startup there would be more opportunities and in compared to the MNCs. So the working environment and working on a real time project by doing an internship is completely different, because you will get experience to the company specific tool or the real time projects, and students will be working on teams at the same time, and they'll get to know like how the team is working. And like if you see these days the teams are following agile. Like in agile there is a process, like every day you have to specify like what you are working. We have to plan on the starting day itself, like what we have to work on the entire sprint. So sprint is like specific days of time in which some tasks are assigned to the individual and they have to complete it on that particular sprint. So these all scenarios if we'll cover, then yeah, the internship are important, and they will get some real time scenarios by working on the team. And coming to the knowledge wise, like in the internship they will be assigned to some specific project. They will be working on scratch for doing the coding and all. And while working on that project, I can say like they will able to learn the debugging mechanism also. That is also very important while working on any project, because see, if you are working on any project from scratch and solving the issues, so the debugging mechanism will also help, I mean, in solving the issue. So internship are important. And other thing I would like to mention, like student, like if they are joining the internship, they will not be clear like which field they would like to choose. By internship, they will get the idea like which what are their interest area, whether they are interested in UI or backend or anything other than these things before committing to the real time job. So if you ask me, the main point is like they will be able to identify the interest about the area which they want to choose before moving to the real time job. And strategies wise, I would say like build a strong resume, which is very important. Like highlight your project, your technical skill, and coding project and all, everything. Just specify it. With that, to highlight your resume, mention GitHub links, certification which you have done. So these things are important. And be specific with your resume, like what specific role, uh, like don't mention everything like yeah, as Sandeep said, like Java, JavaScript, DevOps, everything I have mentioned, but I am not clear about I'm not clear about the all of the, I mean, all of the topics. So just specific with your role, what you are mentioning on the resume. And from MNC perspective, I would like to mention like if you want to apply for internship in the MNCs, then better go for the career portal, like company career portals. There would be some links there in the career portal for the internship. Better apply from that, or you can apply through a reference also if you have any. And there is one more option from LinkedIn where you can connect with the recruiters and connect with them and check with them if they have any internship opportunity there. So, and technology wise, I would like to say, yeah, people are moving to Gen AIs. Like Gen AIs, yeah, it's actually helping a lot, like auto generating the codes And these days, like even my project is like moving from normal manual process to the Gen AI. We started using various other things also, and but uh, from UI perspective, as I am working as a UI developer, maybe I would say like it's not, there is no hurry to directly move it to the Gen AI, but from UI, like suppose if you are working on Angular or React next. So most of the people are working on Angular these days, but there are more demands I can say from React or next JS. So better if you have idea on Angular, better learn some other technologies also like React and Next. That would be very helpful from technology perspective. And from code based side, like if you have developed any project with any of the specific framework, whether it's Angular framework or React library or Next library, then better focus on cross platform UI. Like it should support on Android and it should support on iOS also. So that will also give us that will also give your resume a standout, like you have focus on the cross platform UI. And mm, AI specific, like from UI also, like people started moving from manual Figma for designing, especially from manual Figma to Figma AI. So our designers are also like using these days Figma AI, which like AI will provide the suggestion for the design. And for the React, I have like heard from other people also, like the Figma designs can be converted to the React code. So from Gen AI perspective, if you want to explore around UI, maybe you can learn these things. That will be help. That would be helpful in the like UI and designing part. So from technology point, yeah, these things maybe I would help. And uh, so like before going for internship and all, there are free courses also available offline and online. So from Udemy or from Coursera, there are many courses available. So they can offer that, and they can identify the interest in which they are interested, like a UI or the full stack web development or cloud computing. For AWS or Azure, there are also like many vacancies, like many opportunities outside. And yeah, industry based internship is important. That will give you real time exposure, and you will able to work on the real time project and practical projects. So that is also important at the same time. They can also participate in hackathons also. There are various links like HackerRank. They can participate and go for coding rounds and all. So that will also help them in the resume, like to stand out for the standout resume. And so yeah, mainly these things I would say.
Yes, switch on your camera if possible.
So you able to see me? So you able to see me?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you are working in Oracle. Is there any opportunity for fresher internship?
Maybe I have to see the job portal once.
What are criteria for joining fresher?
Sorry, what are the criteria for?
Joining as a fresher?
So technology wise, maybe like if you are focusing first, you have to find the interest, like whether you want to go for the UI or whether you want to go for the backend. There are opportunity for MERN development also, where you are opting for both UI and backend both. So be specific with your technology, which you are like mentioning on your resume. So yeah, I mean from UI, Angular, React, Next, and from backend side, I could say like if you are opting for Angular and React, better learn Node. That would be much related to these UI technologies. But yeah, you can offer the Java technology also. So MNCs are now also MNCs are like they are working on Java. But if you can talk about startups and all, they are like moving to the new technologies like Next, and from backend side they would prefer Node mainly. Yeah. So these things.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yes.
I have one question. During your intake time period, you read lots of paper. Two papers are there. One is data structure and another is lab. Remember or not?
So sorry, voice is not audible.
Yeah, voice is audible.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So your voice is audible properly.
Ma'am is asking about you have learned in your B.Tech syllabus data structure and data. What is basically importance in software industry? These two.
Yeah. So mainly if you talk about these big companies, like if you want to go for Microsoft, Walmart, so they will be focusing on DS and all. So normal MNCs, if an normal MNCs or startup, if you are opting, then yeah, there would be opportunities for DS. But yeah, suppose from one company you want to apply for these big companies like Big Fours, if I can, no, not Big Four because Deloitte and all are coming on the Big Four list. But if you want to go for Google and Microsoft and Walmart, like these companies, they are asking for DS.
Otherwise, they need to be proficient in any particular what language. Correct.
Yes, yes. Be specific and be confident with that language.
Pooja, one more question.
Yeah.
This is like, we are having some clubs. So if we ask for the coordination of like alumni to be coordinated with these clubs, so that during their club activity, like monthly once or twice, if possible. So can it be possible for you people? Like, can
So
you guide the juniors in the club period?
okay, so what are the expectations from our side?
Uh, please.
Ma'am is asking about there are so many clubs.
Yeah, yeah.
Suppose alumni people can just guide us club member. What kind of activity and what kind of practical activity they perform during the club. Is there any possibility to join as a alumni?
Yeah, maybe we can try. Yeah, we can connect and we can try. Yeah.
It's not like regular basis, but we want that the student should be guided by you people because you are there in the industry and you know what are the requirements. Correct.
Yes, yes.
So it will be better for the juniors, like your juniors, if they can get some information from you. They will
Yes,
prepare.
yes, totally.
Correct.
Yes, yes.
Just a kind of bridging gap. It's a course of syllabus and
Syllabus and
industry
industry requirements.
requirement.
Okay, okay. Yeah, yeah.
They can also prepare.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Pooja.
Thank you.
Fantastic talk.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Pooja Di, for sharing your valuable insights. Now we would like to welcome Priyanshu Bhaiya to listen from him. Priyanshu Bhaiya, please.
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. So,
Good afternoon.
yeah, so I joined Capgemini in 2017. I pass out from Trident in 2017 only. So I joined in from campus selection in 2017, and then recently I joined Walmart. I'm working with them. So now I see the agendas are like what all technologies we should study, and for internship related things, and also like about Gen AI and other technologies. So Sandeep and Pooja, I think most of the part are already covered. They have covered everything, so I'll just touch on few things. Like when we see like what all things we need to learn, so in that case I think our syllabus curriculum already have many computer related subjects, right? DSA is there, operating system is there, Java is there, C++, everything is already covered, so student already know the basics. But to get selected they have to choose any one or two subjects as their core subject, and they have to go in depth for those particular subjects. No need to learn each and everything. because when they join any industry, like I joined as a fresher in Capgemini, so they will not directly put me in a project. They know that these are coming from college and they need to go through a transition. So they will give a 3 month to 6 month training, and based on your performance in different technologies and their requirement, they will push you in some certain projects in certain domain. So students should not worry about that, which domain they will be getting to work. They should focus on what they are more interested in, and there only they have to learn more. Now, if we go, 1 second. Next, if we see like how from where they can learn, whether they have to take the trainings from outside or online platforms. So like Sandeep and Pooja already said that Coursera they can go and learn, Udemy they can use, LinkedIn learning platforms are there. So here I will like to add one more thing. So as a college can also provide these platforms for the student. Okay, so for any like there is a tie up between any institution can tie up with any of the learning platform. So institution will pay, and it will be free for all the students. Instead of each and every student going and buying those courses, college can tie up with those platforms and provide these courses for free for the students, and based on their interest they can learn whatever they want. Now, if we say like it should not be only limited to learning, but they should also focus on certifications. So suppose they are learning cloud, so they should try to go for certification of that, because as a when we join industry, generally then we start learning those technologies and go for certification. But if any fourth year student already have those certification, it will be good for him. It they can mention that in resume, and it will be eye catching for any recruiter. Next, coming to internship, again I will say that um, as Sandeep also said that a student have to go to multiple platforms, they have to fill their resume, and they have to register themselves on the company portals as well. From there only they will be selected. So um, but one more thing I would like to add. So in Walmart, what we do is like in Trident we have Tech Fest, right? So there multiple clubs will be organizing many events, and competitions will be conducted, and winners will get some prize. So in Walmart, how they take the internship is through these kind of events only. So other companies will conduct the event, and those who get selected in that, or those who won that competition, will be selected for internship. So these competitions can be in any language. Means it depends on the company what they want, and either it can be in DSA, or it can be in Python, or it can be in any other language. So even in some of the cases, they will just give you the code, and they will say like you are feel free to use any code you are good with. So either you can write with C, you can write with Python or Java, whatever you prefer. Okay. So again I will say that for students it's not very easy to go and reach out to companies and get the internship. So college has to tie up with some of the companies. It may not be a MNC, but a startup or a mid-level company or a small-level company, whatever it is. But college should reach out to some of the companies for these kind of tie-ups, because it really helps. And obviously networking helps. Whoever is connected on LinkedIn, if there is any opportunities in our companies, definitely we will refer the students. But again, yeah, college should also reach out to some of the companies and provide that to the students, mostly for third year or fourth year students. For first year, second year, they should focus on what subjects are there in their curriculum, and they should also try to learn it from outside any certification or online platform, from wherever they want to learn. And domain related, I think ma'am asked like which domain they should focus on. So it's not student as of now, they should not think like in which domain they will be working in industry. Like if you suppose you select a Python, okay, you learn the basic Python, core Python, oops concept, everything you learn, okay. But when you get selected, that time they will check your core strength, okay. But their requirement may be in a like a UI development. They will say you have to learn Django framework. They will give you a course, you learn, and you start doing the uh, development in UI, okay. But in other companies, with Python only they will give you a domain like data science. You have to go and write the code and scripting you have to do. In some other places, like for me, I am doing automation for any whatever all the tasks were which were done as an infrastructure engineer manually. Those things I am automating with Python, Ansible, or Terraform on cloud or on physical devices as well. So those things, so for each language, each uh, domain, there are multiple jobs. So we should not right now students should not focus on which domain or what they will be working on. Instead they should focus on the core concepts, whatever subjects they select. And they must have some project experience. They should, whatever they are projects they are doing, so they should do it like from scratch and build it end to end. So one thing I would like to ask, to all of you, our college also have some websites, right? Websites are there, we have IT room is there, we have infrastructure set up for the whole college. So who is generally managing? Is it a different team is there, or it is some vendor is managing?
Actually, this one is managed by with some team with some students. Students
Yeah.
are also involved.
Yes, so that part only I was saying, like students should be involved more in that, because they are getting one they are getting one real time example, right? They will work on those things, so they should be involved more on that, and they should be allowed to develop more things related to college also. And uh, they should be aware of operating systems also. Familiarities, not mostly in like depth, but they should be familiar with those things. And related to AI, ML, artificial intelligence or machine learning, those things they should be aware, but it's not like as a fresher you have to go and develop. Instead, you should know how you can use those in your work. So for all the engineers, they should not learn. It is not required to learn AI, how to develop a chatbot or how to use AI chat. So mostly they should focus on how they can use that and get the solution for their work. So that's it from my side. If you have any question, yeah, please.
One question, Priyanshu, you said that what your Walmart is hiring internship using some event. What kind of event?
Yes. So one of the internship guy was there, and I had a discussion with him. So he's from IIT. So what they do is Walmart. Whenever there is a tech fest or something like that event is happening in those colleges, so they will reach out to these companies and they will invite them. So it's not like based on resume they will select for internship or based on the mark sheet, but it's they will conduct Walmart will conduct one event and or a competition, and whoever gets selected in that, they will be offered a internship program by Walmart. So that's what I was saying. Like if our college can reach out to some of the companies, not necessarily Walmart or any, if there is any opportunity, we will surely inform. But any companies, so they can also tie up with our college can tie up with them and organize those kind of events during Tech Fest also.
Priyanshu, just internship means suppose you learned in B.Tech syllabus, always the syllabus is same. This kind of course is needed in industry, or some bridging course is required for that.
So if students go for some additional course, definitely it will benefit, like any cloud they want to learn, or even in depth. So whatever they want to learn, it's okay. But these some basic concepts they need to know. Whether we switch from C++ or Python or Java, some of the core concepts are same. Maybe the syntax will change, the writing the code format will change, but core concepts will remain same. So I think it's okay. They should learn those things, but depending on their interest, they should decide whether we have to learn it in depth, or it's just for our basic knowledge?
Okay, the company, how to decide domain for the freshers?
Sorry, how the companies decide domain for the freshers. So I'll give my example. So in 2017 batch, I think 30 to 40 of us were selected in Capgemini in campus placement. Yeah. So that time we all went through some 3 months of training, and it was on different things, like it will be on operating system, Linux, Windows, networking, database, some coding, Python, everything they went through. And based on our performance, based on their requirements, so it's combination of both. So if companies have vacancies in, suppose in Python, okay, and Python scripting, and and from the training batch, if they will find that these 5 guys are good in scripting, they are scoring good, so they conduct exams also. So based on that, they will select you and put you in the project. So it's means they know that we are coming from college, so we are not aware of that industry standard and how it works. So they will give us proper training, and based on our performance and their requirement, combining both, they will decide which domain you will go. So in campus, it is I think it's a problem also sometimes. What we are interested in some other domain, but their requirement is something different, so they will align you to some other projects based on their requirement. So still you get a chance, you can learn your other whatever you want, and you can change the job internally. And for Sandeep, I know like his interest was different, and he directly means worked that, and he got selected in that. So for him, it's different. For in campus, it's a bit different.
Okay, Priyansu, some company also provides some training program for the college students. Is there any opportunity in your organization?
I'm not very sure about that, but I have to check on the portal, obviously. So as per my knowledge, I don't think they will be providing, but uh, I have to check with them. Yeah, and some of the free educational platforms are also there, which provide like for AWS also there is one platform. They provide free education for whoever want to register and learn. So they also provide, and as I said, other educational platform is there where as an organization you can register and provide the courses for the students. But for MNCs and these companies, I'm not sure if they provide they provide learning platform to students.
Okay, thank you, Priyansu. You're fantastic.
Yeah, thank you, Alfred.
Uh, as we con- as we conclude today's virtual meet, I would like to extend my sincere gratitude to the alumni Sandeep Bhaiya, Priyanshu Bhaiya, and Pooja Didi for sharing their valuable insights on securing internships and preparing for professional opportunities. Your guidance has truly been inspiring and informative for all of us. I will also take this opportunity to express our deep appreciation to our esteemed faculty members for their unwavering support and encouragement, and for always guiding us towards meaningful learning experiences. Thank you all for your presence and contribution to the success of this session.